A 37-year-old stranger answers the door at a missing woman's house. He's sweating, he's panicking, and he's desperately trying to stop police from going inside.
You know,
Where's Monique at?
Monique is, I'm house sitting right now. She left town for a while.
Where is she? No, she didn't. Where is she?
No, she really did, I swear.
Okay, where is she?
What they found behind that locked freezer would expose one of the most calculated elder murders Las Vegas had ever seen. November 2024, Las Vegas. A simple welfare check was about to uncover a nightmare. Monique Gilbertson, 68 years old, had vanished without a trace.
Jesus.
I'm so sorry. I was like, I just got a shower. I rent this place.
What's your name?
My name's Jaslyn.
Where's Monique at?
Monique is, I'm house sitting right now. She left town for a while.
Where is she? No, she didn't. Where is she?
No, she really did, I swear.
When officers arrived, they found Daniel Rue, a 37-year-old nobody had ever heard of, living in Monique's house. His story? She'd suddenly left town to visit her brother on the East Coast. First red flag, her car was still in the driveway.
Her car's here.
I know her car's here. She has me house sitting. I have I got my rent receipts.
You're not supposed to be here. Come outside.
Huh?
Come outside.
She doesn't have anyone here.
No,
Okay,
I have rent receipts right here, actually.
Daniel claimed he was renting the place. He said he had paperwork. But when pressed for details, his lies started unraveling faster than cheap rope.
She talks to the front office like 3 times a day. They haven't heard from her since the 22nd. She never leaves without her dog. It's sitting right here.
Second red flag, Monique never went anywhere without her dogs.
How do you contact Monique?
I call her usually on her cell phone, but she called me yesterday from her like friend's cell phone because she said her cell phone got lost.
Daniel's explanation kept changing. First, he called her. Then, she called him. Her phone was lost, then on pause. Every answer contradicted the last one.
Come outside.
Well, I don't trust you guys. I don't really trust the situation right now. You know.
You need to step outside right now.
But here's where Daniel made his fatal error. He refused to step outside. If you're innocent, you cooperate. If you're guilty, you stall. Daniel was buying time, and the officers knew it.
Okay, I am here to check the welfare because we have concern for the safety of the lady who lives here.
Okay.
That is not you. You need to step out so I can check the welfare in this house.
Okay. Well,
Step out right now.
I'm a resident here, though.
It doesn't matter. Is
Step
there
out
anybody
right
else
now.
Is there...
The more Daniel resisted, the more suspicious he looked. He claimed his wife was inside too. Another person nobody knew existed. 2 strangers living in a missing woman's house.
All the security people here, the front office, the HOA, none of them has any record of you being here.
The noose was tightening. Daniel's story had more holes than Swiss cheese. No rental agreement. No contact information for Monique. No explanation for why a woman who called the office 3 times daily had vanished without a word.
It's weird that you are being very defensive about this.
No, I'm just scared because
I understand.
Because the threat your partner made to me.
I understand. My partner didn't threaten you. It's weird that you're being defensive about this. That is suspicious because normal people open the door and they just go.
After 20 minutes of lies and excuses, Daniel and his wife finally stepped outside. Armed officers immediately moved in.
Ugh. This place is just gross, dude.
The house reeked of death and decay. Officers moved room by room, searching for any sign of Monique. That's when they found it, a large freezer in one of the bedrooms, covered up, locked shut.
It's right here. I think. It's like an Allen key.
The locksmith worked quickly. Daniel watched from outside, knowing his perfect plan was about to unravel. Inside that freezer lay the truth he'd tried so hard to hide.
Oh, mother. My heart's racing right now.
Mine too. I don't want to see it.
Monique Gilbertson's frozen corpse Daniel and his wife Gina were arrested immediately. At first, Daniel stuck to his story. He found Monique unconscious, surrounded by drug paraphernalia, and panicked. But the autopsy revealed something horrifying. Monique had over 200 times the lethal dose of fentanyl in her system. This wasn't an accidental overdose. This was deliberate murder. That's when Gina broke down and told police everything. Daniel had met Monique at Home Depot. She was lonely, living alone, and offered to let him stay in exchange for help with chores. A kind gesture that would cost her everything. But Daniel wasn't content with just a place to stay. He wanted it all. The house, the security, the life Monique had built. When she suspected him and Gina of stealing and asked them to leave, Daniel saw only one solution: the perfect crime, except for one thing. Monique had friends who cared. When those friends called for a welfare check, Daniel's house of cards collapsed in less than an hour. Daniel was charged with murder, elder abuse, and multiple drug-related offenses. Gina faced burglary and drug possession charges. The trial is set for October 2025. If convicted, Daniel Rue faces life in prison for a crime that netted him exactly nothing. But here's the most chilling part of this entire case. Daniel wasn't some random psychopath. He was a calculated predator who specifically targeted elderly victims. Police discovered Daniel had been evicted from multiple properties before meeting Monique. He was homeless, desperate, and looking for his next victim. Home Depot wasn't a coincidence. It was a hunting ground. That's not panic. That's control. Daniel wanted to keep Monique close. Even in death, he was asserting dominance over his victim. The woman who dared to ask him to leave would never leave again. When police found drug paraphernalia around the freezer, they realized Daniel's original plan. He was going to stage Monique's death as an overdose, plant evidence, claim she was a drug addict who died naturally. But fentanyl is tricky. Too little, and she survives to tell the truth. Too much, and the autopsy reveals murder. Daniel chose overkill, 200 times the lethal dose, because he wanted to be absolutely certain Monique would never wake up. He thought he could kill a defenseless elderly woman and steal her life. Instead, he threw away his own. Here's what I want to know. Daniel had weeks to dispose of the body properly, yet he kept it in a freezer in the bedroom. Was this pure stupidity, or was he planning something even more sinister with Monique's remains?